Welcome back. We are in our last hour of the 2018 Easter Seals Ontario Telethon. You know, one of the easiest ways to help Easter Seals kids is by becoming a monthly donor. Lauren Squizzato is a monthly donor. And so, Lauren, how does being a monthly donor help Easter Seals kids?
The monthly donor program helps because it allows us to offer programs and services all year round versus just one time. Our kids need support all year round, so it really helps.
People say it's easy to do. What makes it so easy?
It's your choice. You can choose what account it comes from. You can choose the amount. You can change it whenever you want. So it's just really easy and adaptable.
People watching, tuning in just now and maybe haven't given before, what would you say to them about the advantages of using the monthly donor plan?
It's a small amount each month. It's something you don't really notice. And at the end of the month, you've really helped. And it turns into a large donation. So it's really helpful.
Thanks, Lauren. Now, please watch this.
Okay, ready? I'm going to throw it to you. Okay, like this. Oh, great catch!
Being able to be myself and find independence.
Having new experiences.
Independence.
It means freedom.
A place where no one stares.
Freedom.
Awesome!
Lots of fun.
The swing.
Sure.
Buck 20 is a group out of Windsor, Essex County, but their roots are country. They are back for their third appearance on Easter Seals Telethon, singing We Had It All. Here's Buck 20.
We had red blue jeans before they were trend. We burned scratched up CDs from Garth Brooks to Led Zeppelin. We had no big skyline, no city lights. We had stars, we had fun. We had nothing but we had it all. Friday nights and board alcohol, Kingsley counting and the speakers blown, air guitar singing every note. We didn't have a dollar to our names, sticky cup holder full of change, 4-bar tires in a 2-lane road, and everywhere we ever wanted to go. We had nothing but we had it all. We had nothing, we had nothing, we had nothing but we had it all. We didn't have no big names come through this town, but we had the hometown boys, yeah. They could always draw a crowd. No big money, no tickets, just hands in the air, singing along, living on a prayer, like we were from Madison Square. We had nothing, but we had it all. Friday nights aboard alcohol, Kingsley counting and the speakers blown, air guitar singing every note. We didn't have a dollar to our names, a sticky cup holder full of change, 4-bar tires in a 2-lane road, and everywhere we ever wanted to go. We had nothing, but we had it all. We had nothing, we had nothing, we had nothing, but we had it all. We had nothing, but we had it all. Friday nights, board alcohol, Kingsley counting and speakers blown, air guitar singing every note. We didn't have a dollar to our names, sticky cup holder full of change, 4-bar tires in a 2-lane road, and everywhere we ever wanted to go. We had nothing, but we had it all. Friday nights, board alcohol, Kingsley counting and the speakers blown, air guitar singing every note. We didn't have a dollar to our names, a sticky cup holder full of change, 4-bar tires in a 2-lane road, and everywhere we ever wanted to go. We had nothing, but we had it all. We had nothing, we had nothing, we had nothing, but we had it all. We had nothing, but we had it all. We had nothing, we had nothing, we had nothing, but we had it all.
Nice, thank you. That was amazing. That was fantastic. I'd like to introduce introduce Mike Ure. And Mike, could you please introduce the band to us here?
Yes, definitely. To my right, my partner Carm over here. This is Aiden Johnson Bujo. Back on the drums, we've got Brendan LaFrancois. And on bass over here, we've got Nick Sewage.
Well, thank you all for coming. So tell us, what does it mean for you to be back on the telethon here today?
It means a lot. This is our third year doing it, and every year we look forward to it, coming back and just hanging out with these kids, amazing kids, and just hanging out with them all day and just getting to know them. And it's a really cool feeling to use our music to do something like that.
And tell us about some of the exciting things you've got coming up for the band.
Yeah, we got some new music on the way. We'll be releasing soon, and we're gonna be on the road all summer long across Ontario. So we'd love to see you guys at a show somewhere.
Well, that's fantastic, and thank you so much for all of your ongoing support.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. And Tom, over to you.
Joanne, Dancing with the Easter Seal Stars, who knew, is growing in popularity every year. Jason Miller participated in the Barrie event. That's Jason right there in the glasses. Brian Hogan was in the Hamilton event. Stephanie Jackman was also in the Barrie event. Jason, let's start with you. Why did you get involved in the event this year?
Well, I've worked with Easter Seals for the hockey tournament, golf tournaments in the past, and then Charlene asked me if I wanted to do Dancing with the Stars, and I said it'd be an absolute privilege. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life.
Now, I understand you were the top fundraiser. What did you do?
A lot of hard work, a lot of emails, a lot of encouragement, actually. But all in all, it all came through, so it was great.
Brian, how about you? Why did you get involved?
You know what? I thought it would just be a perfect opportunity to humiliate myself.
And?
Mission accomplished.
Excellent.
And you know what? But I really got to learn a lot about it because this is the first introduction I had to Easter Seals, and it's just a phenomenal cause. It's really awesome.
How about you, Stephanie? Why did you want to get involved?
Well, the company that I work for, Century 21 up in Barrie, have been longtime supporters of the Easter Seals. And my daughter was born with her left hand missing, so I was instantly connected to the organization and felt strongly about it.
I know you brought something today. What do you got?
We have a nice hefty
$445,000.
$214.
$14.
That'll get your feet tapping. Thanks very much. Go ahead.
A simple opportunity. Just like any kid, a child with a disability just wants to be given the chance to show what they're capable of. We'd like you to meet 3 Easter Seals kids who have done just that. An Easter Seals moment brought to you by Unifor.
In and out of hospital every day for the first 2 years, countless surgeries, kind of opened my eyes to what was going on, what was happening.
A lot of nights I struggled with it, and I didn't think I was going to make it through.
I've had to adapt to everyday life. Trivial things that people would do without a second thought. I'd have to figure out another way to do it or try a little bit harder.
Facing challenges in life is inevitable. Backing down is optional. With a lot of perseverance and some help from Easter Seals, kids like Zach, Brandon, and Victoria have become unstoppable.
Well, all day we've been seeing how Easter Seals kids are unstoppable, and the young man you're about to meet is well-dressed and no different. Joining me now is Shamil. Hi, Shamil.
Hi.
Oh, it's so great to have you here. And parents Lubna.
Hi.
And also Sohail. And, of course, Big Brother. Everybody needs a big brother. This is Shamir. Now, this is a family effort here. Lubna Shamil was born with spina bifida. Tell us, in your words, how that has affected him and what kind of equipment he needs.
Yeah, you know that Shamil was born with a spina bifida, and it's different level of spina bifida. But as you see, the Shamil lower limbs are not working. So in this condition, he cannot be stand and walk by his own self. So he needs the modernized equipment, like see the power wheelchairs, the elevators who can move by his own self. So equipment needs a lot, so Shamil can socialize his own self by make him more confident.
How important is it for him to socialize and be independent by himself?
Yes, exactly. It's very important because Shamil is so socialized, love to get with the people, involved in everything.
Yes.
So it's important for Shamil.
The lower limbs might not work, but the smile certainly does. And this is the reason for calling right here. So I'm going to ask Dad a question. How does having the right equipment, very expensive equipment, how does it make a difference?
Every kid has a special need and every kid has a customized requirement of the equipment. As you can see that his lower limbs not working, but upper limbs and the brain working very fast, I mean, more than usual. So that is definitely required customized equipment and the exact requirement according to his need.
So
and
how,
this is what,
how did Easter Seals help with that? Like, what do they do?
Easter Seals actually provided us a stair lift, and that helps him to go into his room because his room is the first level. So he actually moves himself from the wheelchair to the stair lift and then goes
just
to his
like a regular kid.
Just like a regular kid.
Well, how important is that, Shamil? Because for a while you had to stay at home, right, from school because you didn't have a wheelchair, for example.
So I kind of felt frustrated because everyone in my apartment was like, I used to see the school bus and I used to think, I wish I could also go to school because I love to socialize, and I was missing out all of that, and so I was waiting for a wheelchair.
And we don't want any kids to be sitting at home watching the school bus go and think, well, I want to go. Why can't I go, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is how you make a difference. You make sure that the Shamils get to go to school. Now, Shamir, how did it feel seeing your brother left out because he couldn't get around because of his disability? Not because of what he wanted to do, but because of his disability.
To be honest, Shama was never really left out in our house and in our community. We made sure we could accommodate all of his needs and make sure he felt comfort and forgot about his disability for just a few moments, you know? But with sports, sometimes like soccer, football, I did see like a frown on his face. I just sat by his side, told him, you're not the only one, and there are people here to help you. So just stay happy. I introduced him to video games, which he now loves to talk. And his favorite thing now is socializing. So that's what he does instead of playing soccer.
Well, you guys are awesome brothers, and you are very well spoken, and these are the messages that we all need to hear today. I've heard, Shamil, that you have some big aspirations for the future. What would you like to be when you grow up?
Oh, I would like to become a psychiatrist.
Why is that?
Oh, because I'm really good at talking, and I'm really good at talking. I love listening to people, and what else? And maybe one day if I become a psychiatrist, I can help people in Easter Seals. And maybe they will like my treatment.
Absolutely. I have nothing more to add except to remind people we're here for the telethon because we want them to do what right now? Go to the
Telethon.
Go to the phone and make a
donation.
Woo! Thank you, Shamil, and the whole family
Thank
for
you.
being here. Kevin.
Wow. Okay, first of all, Shamil, you're incredible. I'll tell you all my problems anytime. But you have the best big brother in the world. And if that's not a reason to give you, congratulations, Mom and Dad. Amazing. Now, I want to remind you, Shamil wants to be a psychiatrist, and his brother watches out for him. And it isn't Easter Seals that did that, okay? It isn't Easter Seals that gave him the incentive to want to become a psychiatrist, to have a brother who looks out for his little brother. But what Easter Seals did was they were there to support that. And you need support. To get anywhere in this world, you need support. Could you imagine having a big brother like that? That would be amazing. Now, let's look at Easter Seals being there for both of them, for being there for Mom and Dad as well. And Easter Seals can only be there if you go to your phone right now, and we're going to make it even more worth your while right now. There's quite an investment. I would like to welcome Noreen Rizvi from the Ontario Regional Director for Unifor. Good morning. I keep saying good morning. I work on a morning show. It's just natural to say good morning to everybody.
Say good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. All right, so tell me who Unifor is.
So Unifor is the largest private sector union. We have about 315,000 members, but more importantly, we have some of the most generous men and women that you can find that work that are our members.
And we know that, because you guys come back year after year after year. And you know what? I think there's some good-natured rivalry between unions as well. So maybe there's some folks from Cup W there saying, you know what, Unifor is okay, but we're better. Or maybe there's some folks out there from CUPE thinking, maybe, well, you know what? Put your money where your mouth is, because we're going to do a corporate challenge right now. For every dollar that you donate in the next 5 minutes, you are going to double it. So $10 would become
20.
Just like that. So you know what? Why don't you look right out there and say any union brothers and sisters? Oh, she's taking the mic. Look at this. She's taking the microphone.
Do this all the time. So this is a shout out to all the labor community. The number at the bottom of your screen, call in right now, spend your money, we will donate it. Unifor will donate it money, dollar for dollar. We have a full panel of people here today, very excited to take your money, and especially Unifor staff. I know you're watching and your phones are right there beside you all the time. Pick it up and dial that number now.
I love it. All right, and you know what? If you've ever been to any sort of a union meeting, the sense of camaraderie, the energy, and the sense of togetherness is just incredible. So here you go. Let's start the clock. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, now let's get those phones ringing, and let's help Unifor, help Easter Seals double your donations right now. Come on, where are you, labor folks? Let's go over to you, Brad.
That's right, we do have to come together today, and that means coming together for this 5-minute limited time offer. This is where your money gets doubled. $10 becomes 20, 20 becomes 40. Anything that you can give counts. And just like Carolyn Sullivan, she donated $500. That becomes $1,000. That's how easy it is. And thanks to Unifor for letting that happen. Now light up the phones right now with that number on your screen, 416-205-3300. We're here to take your calls. We're here to take your money because it's going to an amazing place, letting kids be kids. Suzanne?
Amazing kids like Shamil, who we met just a moment ago. Wasn't he delightful and so well-spoken, and Big Brother Shamir, too. Think about the kids in your life. How would you feel if they didn't have, all of a sudden, the ability to communicate? They couldn't talk to you, or they couldn't move around on their own. They couldn't get to school, go to the mall, get out and play in the park like all the other kids. That's the kind of reality that Easter Seals families deal with every day, which is why you need to think about calling right now with as generous a donation as you can. $100 from Linda Todd in Oshawa becomes $200. That makes a very real difference in the lives of young kids like Shamil and his family that are raising him with so much love. And your help calling Natasha right now is critical.
Absolutely, and because we are doubling, so whatever you can give, we are doubling, right? Because we have these special pink forms right here. So I know, I'm sorry, I'm yelling in her ear. She's busy on the phone. $25, $35, $55, $65, whatever you can give. If you call 416-205-3300 right now, we will double it. And toll free in Ontario, 1-866-997-5799. How much do you think it costs to raise a child? $10,000? $20,000 to get the equipment that they need? $30,000? How about $40,000? And many of the families that call on Easter Seals for help for that equipment make less than $40,000 a year. So we rely completely, 100%, Kevin, on donations from people that are watching us right now.
That's right, and we're only here once a year. So Unifor will double your donation in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Who have you got?
We have Francis St. Jules from Sault Ste. Marie, who has donated 100, so it's going to be 200 now. And Williams McCourt from Eganville, who has pledged $10. Thank you very much, and Unifor will double that.
All right, and anybody who is a member of a labor organization, you know you do so much for your community. This is the time, because we can just let everybody know just by the sounds of the phones ringing, the fact there are 13 phones available. Are you a member of any labor organization right now? Get these phones ringing and let people know, you know what? We are here to help our community. We are here to make our lives better, because there is some incredible generosity out there. There are 15 lines available right now. We want to hear, like we say, not just from Unifor members, we want to hear from Cup W, CUPE. We want to hear from any labor organization out there right now. Let's let people know what you stand for, and you stand for community. Brad?
Thanks, Kevin. And not only is Unifor doubling the donations right now. Our volunteers are being here all day, receiving your calls, and not only are they giving their time and energy, they're also giving their money. Betty Robinson over here, not only taking calls, giving $100, which doubles to $200. Over here, Mary Forbes is on the phone right now. She gave $100. Now, it's $200. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. You reach in your pocket, and whatever you have, Unifor's going to double it for another minute and 15 seconds. So pick up the phone, 416-205-3300. Suzanne, what's going on over there?
Oh, Lisa Lookley, $10 from Bowmanville. And we've got Brian White, $25 from Brampton. We've got lovely people waiting to take calls right here. We've got one coming in for $50 from Bridget Pointer, Georgetown, and Barb Morgan. 50 becomes 100, 50 becomes 100. The needs are so great. Natasha was talking about $40,000 a year is what the equipment can be. Imagine looking in your pockets for $40,000. Well, 100 times 2 from Sandeep Kakan from Pickering is certainly going to help. 100 becomes $200. These families need to know that you care, and we know that you care. It's just a matter of taking that extra little step. Get to the phone, dial your cell number, toll free 1-866-997-5799. Or if you're busy right now and you can't write yourself a note. And tonight, Natasha, do it tonight, do it at our website, but preferably call right now because this is the day, these are the kids, and this is why we need your help.
Right now. Brad just looked at me. He said, right now. You know what? I'm not trying to be mean, but I want their necks to hurt. You know when you're on the phone like this for a long time and you get that crook in your neck? That's what I want to happen here because I want you to call. We have 19 phones available right now. Anything that you can give. We are doubling it now. So 25 becomes 50 and 50 becomes 100. And Debbie Carson from Curtis, Ontario just donated $100. So that becomes 200. Eli Weiler, $500. So we just made 1,000. We just got $1,000. $40 from Matt Karen. Thank you so much. Again, we are doubling it. When you turn on your TV and you see us holding the hot pink forms, it is hot. We are doubling, Kevin. Doubling.
All right, you know, and so I've got something here. Scott McElmoyle from Ajax, $100 becomes
$200.
And who do you have?
We have Lawrence and Elizabeth Marzari with a combined donation of $60. That becomes $120. Thank you very much. And Daniel Watt from Pickering, $20 becomes $40. Thank you.
And I want to hear from everyone. I want to hear from Toronto, from Hamilton. I want to hear from Lindsay Peterborough. I haven't heard a lot from Lindsay and Peterborough this morning. Usually you guys are there. Windsor, Ottawa, Cornwall, wherever you're watching us from. Maybe up in Sudbury, North Bay Timmins, out in the Sioux, Petawawa, Pembroke, through those areas. Please give us a call right now. Easter Seals is in your community as well. Here's Brad.
And Kevin, something I don't think that we've brought up right now or as of yet is it's not only a one-time donation. You can do monthly. So not only are you going to get your donation doubled, but for instance, Chris McDonald did a yearly donation, $20 a month. That becomes $240, which when it's doubled by Unifor becomes $480. That's quick math on the spot. But just pick up the phone, call the number. Whatever's in your pocket is going to count. And I can't believe I got that right on live TV. That wasn't a hard one, but...
Pressure's on. The pink slips are coming in. We want to be really hot in here, like Natasha said. You've just come in from the cold. Hope you've had a great day. Maybe you've been out throwing around a ball with the kids, or the kids have their bikes out for the first time. Kids being kids, that's what it's all about. We heard from Shamil earlier. He was talking about how he used to sit at the window and watch the kids get on the school bus and go to school without him. Imagine how you would feel if that was a child that you love. A child that you love can't go to school, can't leave the house, has never been to camp. We want all our kids here in Canada to have equal opportunity. We're just trying to level the playing field as much as we can. There is so much love in these families. And the stories of the strength of these kids are truly unbelievable. Natasha, the time is now. Your money really counts. It's being doubled. 416-205-3300. Kevin, we've got that toll-free number. It's still on your screen.
Okay, and we also have Kevin Bailey. Oh, sorry, are she going to you? I just wanted to mention Kevin Bailey from Pickering, $50 becomes 100. And a very special one, Anik Duffy, has just donated in memory of Robert Gaumont, who always gave. And they've just donated $100. So thank
Wonderful. You. Okay, help me out with this makeup monster. Read that one for me.
It says here, Glenn Richards just gave $50. Glenn is from Omimi. Thank you, Glenn.
All right, makeup monster, what is $50 plus $50?
It's 50-50.
Okay, close enough.
100.
Close enough.
100,
No, you had your first chance. You had your first chance. All right, you can try it again. So that... Yes.
What?
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, don't worry. It's still good. We'll take it. Let's go over to Sydney and Alex right now over the regional desk. Ooh, what have you been
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to Gary Brown of Angus, Ontario for kindly donating $75. Also, thank you to Barry Logan of Aurelia for donating $50. Thank you to Margie Hopkins of Orono for donating $65. Over to you, Alex.
Thank you, Sydney. Big thank you to Max Ankins, apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, from Cordis, Ontario, for donating $50. Big thank you to Jamie Lyons from Erin, who donated $75, and Mark Henry from Oriro, who donated $25. Thank you so much for supporting Easter Seals Ontario. Over to Josie.
Thanks, guys. Of course, today we are over here at the Angel Board, and the Angel Board right now is brought to you by Unifor. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, the public, if you're calling right now, Easter Seals definitely relies on your generosity. Bernard Docking from Pickering, $250. Lily McIntosh from Oshawa donated $250. Christina Kozowski from Niagara Falls, $250. Peter and Lola Wong of Toronto. Walter Garzabek of Toronto. Doug Ward of Toronto. Doug, $3,000. Yeah. Lexov Lovella from London donated. Richard Thompson of Brighton donated. Logan McIntosh of Oshawa. We've got Jeffrey Wilson donating. We've got Tim Wedgever of Toronto donating. There's so many names. I hope I pronounced everything right. Andrew Kennedy of Woodbridge. We've got Betty McGregor of Toronto. Betty donated. Also, Dorothy and Barb Hancock of Toronto, $150. Over to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you so much, Josie. Okay, now you were saying as you're watching that Angel Board there right now, what were you saying to me?
Oh, I was just saying that it was a proud moment for me to see all the names of our members coming up there and how much they've donated.
So you're recognizing the names going across on that board.
Absolutely.
Which proves the labor community is awake right now this afternoon.
They've got their phones and they're dialing in.
All right. Now, Unifor, thank you so much for what you do and for being here and for all your members being here today as well. So what have you got for me in front?
I have a check for you for Easter Seals in the amount of $40,000 on behalf of our members at Unifor.
Fantastic! Thank you, Unifor. Thank you so much. Let's go back and see who else is donating. Josie.
Thanks, Kevin. And yes, thank you, Unifor, who's sponsoring the Angel Board today. If you want to get your name up on the Angel Board, just donate $100. You can do that monthly as well. We'll get back to the names. Where do we leave off? Okay, we have Dorothy and Barb Hancock of Toronto, William and Linda Holloway of Brampton, Claire Jackson of Aurora donated $250, Agnes Farsi of Toronto, $10,000. Wow. Wow. Lucy Jackson of Aurora, $250. TD Canada, thank you, TD. They donated $550. Margaret Malloway of Peterborough, $100. We have Muriel Bailey of Etobicoke. James Dowling of Whitby. We also have James Walker of Toronto. Dayton Lerquois of Ottawa. Thanks to all of our friends in Ottawa. Carol and Neil Beatty of Mississauga. Tyler Lewis of Keswick donated $100. Andrew Jackson, $500 from Andrew. Brian Aird from Brampton donated. Peter O'Reilly from Minden donated. Cheryl and Harry Haynes of Georgetown, they donated. We're getting to the bottom. I love this. All right. David Wilson of Toronto. I'm betting over here. We've got Aljes Zupasini, $200. Joanne Barden of Toronto, $200. We have Joe and Linda Solkowski of North Toronto, $100. Theodore of Fenwick, $100. We have all of these on the side. We want to get to everybody. Don't forget, it is so incredibly important that, of course, you give us a call because Easter Seals relies all on your generosity. Hazel Switzer of Burlington, $500. Right now, let's go over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you so much. We are down to the nitty-gritty right now. We have just about half an hour left, right? And here is Brad on the drums.
That's your drum roll.
Take a look. Here we are so far. Almost $4 million, $3.9 million. Come on, Ontario. Come on, let's make it happen.
We have momentum, as they say in the sports world. Speaking of that, the Toronto Blue Jays have been big supporters of the community through Jays Care Foundation. Robert Witchell is the executive director of that foundation. Robert, tell us, what is the Blue Jays Foundation?
Well, the Jays get a ton of support all across the country, and so our whole
goal is to level the playing field for kids all across the country. So we run programming in every single province and in 2 territories, and we also make grants to other organizations that share the same mission.
I understand you had a big project for Easter Seals this year. What was that?
Well, we were thrilled when we got an application through our Field of Dreams grants program from Easter Seals. They're an organization we really respect and admire, and they wanted to transform an existing basketball surface into a multi-sport facility. And so we went through the applications. It was so well done. We were thrilled to make the grant.
And that's at the camp at Wood Eden?
It is, yes.
Fantastic. So I understand you brought something for us today.
I did. I have a ginormous check.
I'll say ginormous.
In the amount of $72,000.
Thanks very much. Let's play ball. Joanne.
Thanks, Tom. Most of us take something as simple as a family drive to the mall or park for granted. But when you have a child with a physical disability, sometimes you need a little help to get to your destination. Meet the McLeods, an Easter Seals moment brought to you by Unifor.
Children with disabilities, when they can't do something, they end up with their own talent, whether it's drawing or writing poems, and mine just ended up being singing. I guess what inspired this song was probably the encouragement I got from my mom and dad to never give up, and that it's okay to be different, and that it shouldn't matter what people think of you.
Kira was born 2 months premature.
I drove you to work that morning and told you something's not right.
I rushed to Kingston Hospital. We weren't allowed to hold her for the first week of her life. She was in an incubator. Kira was having a hard time meeting minor milestones, walking, rolling over, little things that we really didn't think too much about. We took her in to get her tested. That's when she was diagnosed with spastic diplegia.
Our brains are like a radio station, and anybody affected by cerebral palsy are sent static signals. So they're not exactly clear, which makes it harder for you to walk, your muscles are tighter, and those signals are not how they're supposed to be. Really, a lot of things are a daily struggle, but I managed to get through it because, you know, what else are you supposed to do?
Kira's unique. She is a very limited edition. Kira has this uncanny ability to just touch people's lives around her without even meaning to.
I think being strong definitely makes me feel confident. Like, I can face the world and say, don't tell me I can't, because I'll turn around and show you I can. I believe in myself, I can do anything if I just set my mind to it. Oh yeah, if I just set my mind to it.
Easter Seals is this wonderful organization who rely solely on donations from regular people who, out of the kindness of their heart, choose to give. And every donation goes to helping children with physical disabilities live normal lives. Easter Seals have donated various objects around the house to help make Kira's life easier, be it toilet grab bars, bathtub grab bar, shower chair, wheelchair, commode after surgery.
They've done so many things, but the thing that they did that brought me to tears was help us get money for Iran. It was like a dream come true. It's something that had always been in my head and something that I've dreamed of, because I would fall getting in and out of the car, hurting myself, and as soon as I got the ramp for the van, I said, is this actually happening? Is this real? Is it a dream?
I can get her wheelchair in there, I can bring her proper walker with her, I can fit the canes in there as well.
It's easy to get up
and get out, and I absolutely love it.
It's changed our daughter's life forever in the most positive way. It's given her self-esteem. It's made her life easier. It's made things safer for her.
I can get in and out of this vehicle, and it just changes my life. I don't have to worry. Just being able to be a kid, to just be able to be me.
It's important for people to donate to Easter Seals so that kids
Can be kids, and they can live an easier life. Easter Seals helps make their lives easier.
you know, they care. They really, truly care. And giving her some freedom, some independence, isn't that reason enough to give? Just to change one life. It's so easy.
The number one limited edition me. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm the number one limited edition me.
Kids with physical disabilities live with challenges that most of us simply can't imagine, and yet they persevere, they go on to do amazing things. And so joining me now are 10-year-old Madison Dean, her mom Jody, stepfather Stephen, and her brother and sister Jacob and Victoria. Now Jody, Madison has a disability called osteogenesis imperfect. Tell us about that and how it impacts her.
So Madison's disease basically means that she breaks easily. She's got brittle bones. So daily, her needs can change, and she needs accessible devices such as wheelchairs, walkers, stair lifts to get up to her bedroom and their bathroom, and even a bath seat to help to bathe her every day. So for her, her needs are vast, and it all depends on what exactly is broken at the time.
And it's ongoing, and once you get one piece of equipment, you need to replace it. How often?
Well, she's 10. She's just worked on her second wheelchair, and she's also had 2 walkers.
How did you hear about Easter Seals? How have they helped your family?
So I think everybody pretty much has heard of Easter Seals, but we really didn't know what they did until Madison got sick. And then we connected with some online community who said, okay, you need help. Easter Seals will help, and we looked into it, and that's how we ended up here.
And they did, absolutely. Now, Madison, I understand that you are a singer and you started a choir. Tell us about that, because I want to know what you sing.
Well, my physiotherapist and my singing teacher both knew that I love to sing, so they decided to put together a choir for kids with disabilities. We go in different places and perform a bunch of different songs.
Nice. And I asked her if she was going to perform. She said, not on live TV. And I said, nobody's watching. No, people are watching, but you don't want to sing.
I know.
Oh, she does know. Okay, but what do you want to say to the viewers today? You won't sing, but what do you want to tell our Easter Seals viewers today, or just all the viewers today?
Well, thank you so much for donating, because without the donations you guys give me, I wouldn't be able to move around my house with my lifts and everything like that, so it's really...
You know what? Did you see Drake's new video?
No.
And it's inspirational to all women. You need to be in the next video because you are an inspiration, my dear. Yes. All right. Thank you to the whole family. Kevin, over to you.
And the good people from Unifor are still here. Honestly, they're still here. They won't go home. No, we are glad you are still here because we're going to do another corporate match with you for the next 5 minutes. Every donation that you give up to, including $20,000, will be doubled by the people at Unifor. So let's get the clock going without further ado. 3, 2, 1, go! There you go. You got 5 minutes. Now is the time to get these phones ringing, and I'm going to be watching. We have 28 lines. That's 28 out of 30 lines available for you to call right now. So let's get every phone working here right now. Brad, work the phones. Work them.
I want to work the phones. Nobody's letting me sit down, Kevin. Here's the thing. All you have to do right now is pick up your phone, call that toll-free number, 1-866-997-5799. Speak to one of our lovely volunteers. They're going to help you out. Your phone, call your phone. And remember, Your dollar is going so far right now with Unifor. $10 becomes 20, 20 becomes 40. My math is getting tested today, but all I know is that this money is going to an amazing cause. Kids being kids. Oh, thank you very much. Let's do this right now. Norm and Joan Scott from Pickering, Ontario for $200. Thank you so much. That becomes $400. What do you got over there, Suzanne?
So good with that math. It's impressive.
It's scary for me.
I've got Linda here. Linda, are you busy?
No, I need a call.
You sure do. Call, please, for Linda. 23 phones are available. Nice wave from us, me and Linda. And we want you to call right now. Toronto, 416-205-3300. A toll-free number, 1-866-997-5799. Madison, what a great story. What a fantastic family. We love our kids, don't we? We love our kids. Think about a kid that you love, a kid in your life. Could be your child or somebody else's. Think about that child and how much it would mean to you if they lost their ability to communicate, if they lost their ability to move around, to go to school, to go to the bathroom, to have a bath, to just do the things that, frankly, we all often take for granted. Now, I know it's quiet because you're listening, but I need you to take a moment to reach into your heart and your pocketbook. Natasha, right now, as we wrap up this telethon, this once-a-year event, you can make such a difference in a child's life.
Absolutely. I don't like that I'm seeing 20 phones that are not ring. Oh, another one just rang. So 19 phones available. Please call us right now. And again, anything that you give right now for another 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Thank you, Vanna Frankish. We are looking at Vanna Frankish is working the 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We're doubling it right now. Angela knows this because she just called in from Bradford for $20. So of course that becomes 40. We've got Zelia Morrow, $50 from the Schwa from Oshawa. And then we've got Toronto, Bill O'Neill. Thank you for your $100 donation. 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799. We want to hear from everybody from every section and corner. It's not really corners of the province. Yeah, it's kind of square. It's
the corners, the sides, whatever.
Everywhere.
We want to hear from Windsor. We want to hear from Cornwall. We want to hear from Ottawa. We want to hear from North Bay. We want to hear from Timmins. We want to hear from Porcus Junction. Do we not want to hear from Porcus Junction this morning? You have no idea where it is, don't you? It is up in the Timmins area, up near Iroquois Falls. 2 minutes. Okay, everybody who doesn't have a phone call, stand up. Everybody who is not on a phone call, stand up. Everybody who's not on a phone call, stand up. Let's go. Let's go. These are all the phones that are available to you right now. I know you are sitting at home right now. You are watching. You are watching right now. You're saying, you know, I'd like to call. I'd like to call. I really, really want to. Well, you know what? Now is the time. Don't put it off. Is this woman waiting for your call right now? Is this the phone that's going to ring when you go to your phone right this second and make it ring? Make this one ring. Make this one ring. We've got all these operators, Brad, who are waiting for people. You've got 1 minute and 20. There we go. You can sit down. You can sit down. There you go. You can sit down. Let's get these phones ringing. Yeah, that's right. Let's get these phones ringing. Please, Brad.
Yeah, but what happens, Kevin, when you do get the phone to ring and these lovely volunteers will pick up your call? You get people like Rudy Ramakin from Dundas for $200. That gets doubled to $400. This is the time right now. We only have a minute left, and this is money that can change children's lives. It goes to wheelchairs. It goes to stuff that they need for their lives, for them to be able to be kids. And that's what we're here for. So call that number, 416-205-3300. You can get one of these lovely volunteers to take your call and change a kid's life. Suzanne.
Well, I'm here with Betty, and Betty is anxiously waiting for your phone call. Fabulous smile. You ready to take a call?
I am so.
Of course she is, and you're ready to call. We know that. We've still got people standing up. We've got Linda taking calls here, so I'm going to go down and read you some of the people that have called. Stephen Hare, 25 becomes 50. Simon Lutz from Toronto, 50 becomes 100. Edmund Morrow, $40 becomes 80. And we've also got Charlotte Nowak, 20 becomes 40, calling from Bob Cajun. That's a familiar place, isn't it? If you're a Tragically Hip fan, if you're a fan of kids, and who isn't? Easter Seals kids, those numbers right now, Natasha, it is a critical time as we run out of time.
I know, once a year we are on your television screen, and so Shirley Hind called in, and again, when I hold the pink form, you know we are doubling that $25 from Shirley, so that becomes 50. I'm going to use your desk here. Charlene Minnie from Oshawa, $100. That becomes $200. And then Gary and Tammy Gornick, I just heard clapping, $100 because, why are we clapping? Are we clapping? He's just in a constant state of clappiness. That's what's happening. All right, Kevin, over to you.
Okay, we are all set. We're going to keep moving on here right now. Let me see, Frank, how do you say that?
Dina?
Mish.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Meshkeveld, $125. I'm just looking over people as I come on down here, as we are going to set up the calculator again as we try and send kids to camp. Look what I got here as well. I've got $100 cash given to me by Leon and Fiona, who are here today. They just brought in the $100, so cash is still king. Please give the numbers a call. We just have like 15 minutes left. So are you all set to do the calculator one more time?
Yep.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to raise money for 10 days of camp.
That's right. That's $2,500 we want to raise in a few minutes with your phone calls. $250 a day for camp. We're going to send a kid to camp, one kid to camp for 10 days, and you're going to help us do it in just a moment. Right now, here's Sydney and Alex at the regional desk.
Thank you, Kevin. And thank you to Sharon Lane of Whitby for donating $75, Helen Johnson of Burlington for donating $50, and Mike Harris of Oakville for his $75 donation. Alex?
Thank you, Sydney. On behalf of Easter Seals Ontario, I would like to congratulate Kenry Finnegan, apologies again if I pronounce that correctly, from Leeds, who donates $60, Alice Woodend from Oshawa, who donates $75, and Peter Langdon from Dundas, who donates $55. Over to Josie again.
Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Sydney, as well. Yes, we are here at the Angel Board, brought to you by Unifor. And as Kevin was mentioning, we don't have a lot of time, so I want to read as many names as I can. We're going to start with Michael and Donna from Coldwater, Jeffrey Carter Allen of Kitchener, Emma and Devin Moss, the grandchildren of the director here, which is wonderful and very sweet. They donated $150 from Mississauga. James Teeney of Curtis, $100. Faye Watson of York. Josie, great name. Valentina of Scarborough donated. Rosalind Carter donated from Kitchener. Paul Settle donated of Hamilton. Terrence Bradamore of Oshawa donated. We have Vivian Frankish. Kevin? Vivian Frankish.
Mama.
That's Kevin's mom.
Mama.
So sweet. Kevin's mom donated. We also have Cora Brody of Markham. Elizabeth from Toronto donated monthly. But right now, let's go over to Tom Harrington.
Thanks so much. Well, it has been quite a day. Even Kevin's mom is donating. You know how important that is. Joining me now is Easter Seals Ontario President and CEO Kevin Collins. Kevin, as always, we've been doing this for a while now. Your thoughts on the day?
It's been absolutely an incredible day today. You know, we've got to witness the power of our donors and our sponsors and supporters who've collectively come together to help make a true difference for so many kids and help them become unstoppable.
Let's talk about what the funds today mean. What do they do for Easter Seals kids? Why is it so important?
Well, through the variety of programs that we offer, from financial assistance for mobility equipment, from walkers, wheelchairs, to renovations at home for commodes, different bathing needs, things that kids need that they wouldn't normally be able to get. And we offer 2 incredibly summer camps for kids to enjoy up to 10 days throughout the summer. Scholarships for them to go on to post-secondary. There's a number of great things that we do, and it's all because of the supporters who have come together to help make this happen.
Kevin, thanks so much for being here, and it's such an important weekend, but we're not done. We got some more work to do. Kevin?
Oh, we have less than 15 minutes to go, Tom, so now we want to get things going. We want to send one kid to camp for 10 days, and you're going to help us do it right now. That's going to cost $2,500, $250 a day. So let's get going. The next 10 minutes are yours, Ontario. All you have to do is call in, and all the donations now are going to go towards one kid who we may have had to say no to, and we don't want to do that at Easter Seals, but sadly sometimes we don't have any choice. So please help us say yes to as many kids as possible to go to camp. Get to your phone right now, because we're running out of time. You're running out of time, because then that's it for us for another year. So call right now, and you know what? We are going to really make a monster.
Yeah.
We're going to really push things these last couple of minutes.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, we're going to push hard. A lot of people who haven't called are going to call right now. They are. I can feel it. Look into my eyes.
Hi, I don't see anything.
Well, it's a hypnotic thing. You want to call.
I still don't see it.
Well, you're feeling it, though, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Attaboy.
All right, here we go. We are set. Look into the eyes. Look into those eyes. They are enticing you to call right now. I hear phones ringing behind me. All right, so let's start going. Let's start adding it up. Are you all set to add up? Are you all set to add up? Here we go, everybody. All right, Josie, Brad, Natasha, let's go. Oh, Josie has the first one. Go ahead.
I have one. All right. Carla, $25 from Carla from Toronto. Thank you, Carla from Toronto. We're going to start with that. And of course, we need the phones to ring, please.
$25 is a good start.
It is a good start.
It is a good start.
Yes. You're just going to pass them to me now, Brad. Oh, okay. All right, let's do this.
Right fast, everybody.
All right, Ronald Douglas, $50. Ronald Douglas, this is the end. You need to call right now, 416-205-3300. And as Kevin said before, can you imagine if they had to turn a child away? No, you need to call. You need to give us a call.
Hey, Wayne, can we roll some tape from camp?
Yeah.
Can we roll some tape from camp? Because you know what? I want you to see what your dollar is buying right now. We are talking about a very special place, and I tell you, it is an incredible place. It is wild, and it is fun, and it is a chance for a kid just to be a kid. You know what? These kids face so many challenges all day, every day, day after day. 365 days a year. No, I should say 355 days a year, because for 10 days, look at that. You're going sailing. You're leaving the wheelchair out on the dock. You're going fishing. You are making new friends. You are moving forward in your life. This is what your money is going towards. This, as well as helping these kids with the wheelchairs, the batteries. I can tell you, it is an amazing adventure. So please, go to your phones right now. I see we have a lot of people who are on phones right now, but we have 22 lines that are available. Please call right now. Okay, are we picking up any more? We're picking up any more donations here? Write fast. You've got to write fast. $250 a day to send one kid to camp for one day. We're trying to raise $2,500. Don't slow down now, Ontario. Natasha, what's going on back there?
Listen, I just heard a phone ring right now. So we've got 21 phones available. And again, all of this money is going to a program that is not government funded. So when you think, oh, you know what, the government's going to fund the wheelchair and the government. No, it's being funded by you. And you've got minutes left today to call and give us your donation. 416-205-3300. 1-866-997-5799. We need you to call right now. We were taking it. They can't write fast, Kevin, because they don't teach script in school anymore. They're printing so fast. They're printing.
Okay, let's get going. Let's start adding up. All right.
Let's see the name here. It's Doran Blanchfield from Burlington with, guess this. Get this. That wasn't English. Get this. $500 right there.
That. There we go.
That's 2 days of camp. Pick up your phone. You only have about 5.5 minutes left. 416-205-3300. You got to get your fingers working. We need some more checks from you. Okay, let's go, guys.
So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm looking at the phone board right now. We have 20 phones here, but we have more phones outside. If we just had 25 people who would just give $10, that's all I'm asking for right now. It's $10 from the next 25 callers. That's one day. You can afford $10. Please, I'm hoping you can afford $10. If you can, call right now. Don't think it's too small. So if I had 25 people right now, go to the phones, $10, that would be $250. That's one day right there.
How about $100? How about a big hand for $100? And Mary Feely, who I believe is the Mary Feely that's been part of our telethon here, is part of the Easter Seals family. Your family is so important to you, and these Easter Seals families are no different. We've got so many great kids here. There's Jacob over there. Big kids like a boss and Yael right here. These are the people, the faces in front of you here that you will make a difference for. Reach into your heart and your pockets, because now is the time to call. The numbers are on your screen. And Josie, it's been an incredible day reconnecting and seeing these faces. Just do it right now. Don't wait, please. We're sending kids to camp, among many other things.
We are, and I have more donations, and I want you to listen to this one, guys. This is pretty amazing. Judy McIntosh just called to donate $2,500.
Yeah.
$2,500. So she is sending a child to camp. Thank you so much, Judy.
Thank you.
Can you imagine, though, a child not being able to go to camp? We need your help. We want to say thanks so much to Grace Kennedy. Grace Kennedy just donated $100.
Makeup Monster, can you look at the screen for me? Is that 12 days of camp, or am I seeing it wrong?
That's 12 days of camp. You're right.
13 days at camp. You know what? Let's go for 20. Let's go for 20 days at camp. Let's go, folks.
We can do it because Carolyn Anglin just called in from Sealy's Bay, $50. Neil Douglas, we're going to add $20. And again, that number on the bottom left of your screen, 13, that's the number that Kevin wants to get to 20. How do we get there? Each day costs $250. You don't have to make a lump sum. If it's easier on your pocketbook, do it monthly. $21 a month, and that will give one kid 1 day at camp. Now, kids usually want to go away for more than 1 day, right? You got to give them a break, give the parents a break, let them make new friends. Makeup Monster is like, yes, 13. I can't do that with my eyebrows.
You
Mine
gotta
are kind of like
practice.
painted on. I don't know. Mine don't really move. All right, we've got 13 days at camp, and we are going up, right, Tom? Yes.
Ken Doyle, Ken from Toronto, has contributed $100.
Yes, thank you, Ken.
Okay, like the Masters is going to be over in like 3 hours. Take a break from the Masters. Phone us. Make a donation for the kids, then get back to the Masters. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Thanks.
All right, just a little less than 3 minutes left right now. We're at 13 days at camp. We want to try and go for 20. And I'm thinking, you know what I want to try and do right now? Everybody in this studio who has a visa, everyone, all right, who's willing to put $20 on their visa, if I can just get 20, you will? If I can get 20 people, 25 people to put $20 on their visa. Who's going to join me? Come right up here. Come right up. If you have a visa, come on up here. Come on over here if you have one. I'm gonna give mine. All right. Here's to one of the operators not doing anything. Put $20 on that visa. Is there anybody else who's going to join me? If they are, come on over here. There we go. Just go right in, find someone who's not doing anything.
Big Brother Shamir.
Just like $20. That's it, and that's all you have to do at home as well.
It's
go ahead, Suzanne.
buy
You're with me?
$20.
All right, Tom's doing it. Yep.
$50 here. Jennifer Wong, Cambridge. How about Kitchener-Waterloo? How about Milton? How about Guelph? How about it? Makeup Monster, little eyebrows.
Oh,
Come
yes,
on,
call
let's
us.
do some
Call
calls.
us.
We're getting there. We've got 14 days at camp. There go
14.
the eyebrows. I don't know what
Getting
camera we're
closer.
on.
There you go.
But it's
Go right
all
in there.
about the kids. Fantastic kids are all here, Natasha.
Yes.
And you said you made plans to send your kids to camp, and we want, if you've made plans for the summer, send your kids to camp. Help send these kids to camp. It's very special.
We're going to raise that 14-day number right now because Ivana Racca from Resto Bueno, $500. So we are adding we're up to 16 days at camp, guys.
16 days.
16 days. How many minutes do we have left?
We got a minute, 18 seconds.
The president just gave his credit card as well. Kevin Collins just gave his credit. Somebody want to go to the green room and grab my purse? Somebody go to the green room. Give us a call.
Okay.
I want to say thank you to Camilla Evans. She just donated $100 as well.
Okay, adding right at the end, Fatima Cowrie, $150, right more from North York. Any more, guys?
Yes, we have.
Go
One more.
ahead,
Yeah, Michael.
Natasha.
Michael from Amherstburg, $100. Thank you, Michael Dendon. Amazing.
Okay, I'm going to read some out. I'm going to read some out over people's shoulders. $25 from Ernestine Shallow from Mississauga. Add that. $25 from Bella Pimo from North York. Add that. $25 from Allison Morse from Woodstock. Add that. What else do I have? I got another one here. $250 from our friend Kevin Collins. Add that. What else do we have? Kevin Frankish, $20 more. $20 right now.
Kevin!
Add that. What are we at?
$46.90.
Okay, here we go. Here's another. This is Mary Danella from Kleinberg. $250. Add that. Here we go. What are we at? How many days is that? So we're at $49.40. We wanted to get to $5,000. Who is going to give us? What do we need to go? $60. There's Gail Colton, $20.
Natasha, Kevin,
And there's $50.
Kevin.
So close.
$50. There we go.
Yes.
Keep going, everyone. We have now done 20 days at camp. We want to thank everybody, all of our hosts, all of our kids, all of our volunteers. We have 1 minute to go. Do you want to see our total?
Kevin.
Do you want to see our total?
We need to, Kevin.
Here, keep adding those ones in. There we go, and they've got $20 here. Let's go with that total. Everybody look up in the sky. Look at this, $100 just came in. Wow. $3,991,000.
And we're on top.
But it's still coming in. It is still coming in right now. The phone lines will remain open. The phone lines. Look at this. Look at this. The phone lines will stay open, so please don't give up right now. We want to thank everybody. Everybody, look at the camera and give everybody a kiss at home for helping Easter Seals. Say, mwah. All right, we are going to see you next year, but remember that here at Easter Seals, we just want to help kids be kids. Have a great evening. We'll see you next year, Ontario. Thank you.